right, this is Grandfather. Now, there is a situation developing, but it hasn't come to pass yet. There may be something you can do about it, and I feel it's something you'd like to act on. Right now, there's an imbalance in the population. And when I say population, I'm not talking only about human beings. I'm talking about all beings that populate this planet, physically speaking. All right? From the tiniest to the biggest, including human beings. The imbalance is that the capacity for one group to interact with another group in a balanced fashion is way off. The truthfulness of one species to another in animal world is completely in balance. But right now, the truthfulness of one human being to another is compromised by oh so many circumstances. I'm sure you've noticed. I'm not saying that everyone who is not always completely truthful is this or that dirty name. I am saying that there is a gamut, a whole gamut of reasons, some of which might even be called somewhat benevolent. If you didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings, you might say, oh yes, that looks very nice on you, or oh, you look fine today, even knowing that while that might make them feel better, it may not be 100% true. So yes, that's all right. But there are a whole lot more reasons that are not quite so pleasant, not quite so benevolent, So, I'm going to give you all some homework. This is homework to be done entirely alone. I don't want anybody else to be present. So pick your place, all right? If you're never really alone, or if you're not sure you're alone, then put your hand up to your mouth, over your mouth like so, You don't have to touch your mouth, but just over your mouth, the way people do when they sometimes clear their throats or cough a little. Then I want you to say something, all right? I want you to say something about yourself that you rarely say to anybody else, even the closest or the best friend. Say something that's entirely true. It doesn't have to be something you're, say, ashamed of. It might just be a truth about somebody else that you don't like to say. All right? I want you to practice this truthfulness exercise at least 5 times over the next 4 weeks. It can be one day after another, but never more than once a day. All right? It might be better to do it once a week, plus one extra one. It's up to you, though. No absolutes. The reason I want you to do this is that future societies, civilizations if you would, global civilizations, will have all human beings in complete balance with each other. And one of the ways that happens is that everybody is truthful all the time. And nobody's feelings will ever be hurt as long as they sense that the other person is telling the truth. Because in these future civilizations, people's senses, your capabilities of knowing, you understand, will be very keen, very sharp. And you would be more offended if somebody didn't tell you the truth, even if it was a compliment. So it's important for you to know this. Those of you who are well on maybe in your 80s or 90s, you may not quite live to see that civilization, but there will be glimmers of it from time to time, and you'll say, oh, and no. Some of you elders might even remember a time when you were very young when truthfulness was the way, not just convenient at times, eh? You know what I mean. But those of you in your mid-30s, 40s, 50s, you'll live to see at least some of it. And those of you in your 20s, or even younger, chances are if you live a full life, you'll experience it completely. All right? But I want you all to do the exercise because you'll be able to help each other. In time, truthfulness will be the way, and it won't be so frightening. It won't be upsetting. In fact, it will feel just right and in complete balance with all life. Good life.